realize holding frame doesn't work, until they realize running game on a judge isn't gonna work. These ninjas really think, oh, I got mouthpiece. Oh, you know what I'm saying? I know how to do all this, until they're sitting in front of a judge, man. That mouthpiece don't mean shit. This, guys, I'm telling you, this is again why I love working in a prison, because I hear these guys talk about how they got mouthpiece and game and all this other stuff, and they're sitting in the 6x8 cell because that mouthpiece and all that game didn't work on a judge. And then what's even crazier, they think they're gonna go out and they think they've learned something and how to get away with something. Now they think they know how to get away with it, and they turn around and they bring their asses right back because they think their mouthpiece got better and their game got better, and they sit their ass in front of a judge again, and they asses is right back in there.
Man, shout out to the homie Jay Fleming, man. Make sure y'all please subscribe to that brother's channel. All right. I think he's still in Cartagena, Colombia. Jay, if you're watching me, correct me if I'm wrong, but I know he had went to Colombia, then went to Brazil for a minute, then went back to Colombia. So, but for y'all that don't know, he has business in Cartagena, man. Yeah, especially for the detractors that think, oh, we're just going over here for the women. But that's not why we're here today, man. What's going on, YouTube? Is your boy Ron back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. So today we are going to be discussing passport bros not having game. Now, what I'm going to be showing y'all at the end of this video is somewhat kind of personal. Um, there might be some feelings hurt even within my circle when it comes to this, but at this point, I really don't care. And I know that sounds mean, but you'll understand when you see the what I'm going to show you guys. But first, I want to go over a clip that was sent to me by a subscriber, and I found this very, very interesting because this guy seems to be a passport bro himself, and he had a very, very interesting take on this particular topic. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it.
You know, one of the criticisms of us passport bros is that we don't have game. We don't have game, so therefore we had to go out of the country to get a woman. I want to draw your attention to an incident that happened about a year ago. There's an influencer. His name was Derek Jackson. Now, Derek Jackson was married, and he was known for more or less criticizing men and kind of elevating women. And a lot of men despised him for that. Even the game guys, the guys who were on social media criticizing passport bros because they don't have game. The YouTube game guys, the red pill game guys. Okay? Now, Derek Jackson took a fall because he was having apparently affairs, and then him and his wife got a divorce. So he kind of looked like a fraud, right? He wasn't practicing what he preached. But when you think about it, Derek Jackson was the ultimate Jedi of game. I mean, he used game on a scale that few men have used it on before. So the funny thing is, you don't see any game guys applauding Derek Jackson, do you? Yeah, okay, a game guy might say, oh, he got caught. He was foolish in that regards. But at the same time, he went to great heights with his game. He got a lot of women. He made a lot of money. Whatever. Now, how come you don't see game guys criticizing, how come you don't see game guys praising Derek Jackson? And the reason why you don't see them praising him is because they see that Derek Jackson ruined his name. He ruined his reputation. But what these game guys fail to understand is that game is all about sacrificing your reputation for sex. Because if you're practicing game, you're leaving behind bitter women who you played for sex. Women who are cursing your name and putting your name in the dirt. But when you have game, or you believe in game, you don't care about that. Because your reputation and your name are not greater than the quest for sex. And that's essentially what I want to say, is that having game is putting sex above your honor and your reputation. It's essentially a form of sex addiction.
Very interesting take indeed, man. This is. Can we just be honest, guys, man? And maybe I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some guys that disagree with me, but I think majority of y'all will agree with me that really having game is just telling women what they want to hear and saying it with confidence. Can we meet in the middle on that? Because in reality, what man out here can't tell a woman what they want to hear? Because especially once you understand female nature, all you got to do is sell them a dream. Why do you think those women clung on to Derek Jackson? Even after getting exposed for cheating, this man still got 700 and something thousand subscribers on YouTube. Them women ain't go anywhere. Sure, their feelings was hurt, but it ain't like these women were cursing out his name or you feel like they weren't going hard at him like they would the everyday man. So that right there is very telling in itself. Because not only did he sell them a dream and tell them what he want to hear, he comes in a package that most of them like. Same thing with an ace metaphor and all these other panda bears. Now you got some other panda bears that don't fall under that same package, but even those women are elevating these guys. And for what? Because they're telling them what they want to hear, aka having game. To me, that's what game has always been. You know what I mean? Now, I'm sure some of y'all are gonna disagree, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, I think we can all agree that having game in some shape or form, you're gonna be telling a woman what she wants to hear, even if you don't genuinely believe it yourself. All right. Now, what I'm gonna be showing you guys next is very, very intriguing. All right, check this out. All right, you guys, so check this out. All right, this is my Facebook, right? So the other day, I reached out, I asked these ladies a question. I said, ladies, I have a question. Do you think men need game, in quotation marks, to get or attract women? All right. Now, the first woman, American woman, says depends on the woman. And I reacted with a laughing emoji and hand over a face emoji, because that right there, that answer was very, very telling. Are any of y'all surprised that an American woman would give you that answer? I'm sure as hell not. Not surprised one bit. Okay? Now, what was interesting was that I had a couple of people who know me personally chime in on this as well. But I also had 2 foreign women chime on this as well. And come to find out, it just so happens to be 2 foreign women that watch my channel. So this is one of the ladies who said no, and she's foreign. She's a foreign woman. She's a Filipina, watches my channel. She knows who I am. I'll actually probably end up meeting her when I go back to the Philippines. Now, she says no. All right. So I react with a heart. And then I responded, says, see, now you see why more men are traveling to find wives. You're from the Philippines and said no. The girl in the comment above you is from the States and said it depends on the woman. Can't make this shit up. I said, this might be worth reacting to on my channel itself. Especially when I remembered that I had the clip from what I showed y'all previously with the other passport bro talking about game. And then I just happened to come across the clip that Jay Fleming put up. And then I respond, and then after I put that up, she responds with a bunch of laughing emojis. So what does that tell you guys? All right. Now, The next person in the comments. This is actually, these next two comments are interesting, all right? The first comment that you see is actually the wife of the couple that I went with in New Orleans. Her response is, that's an open-ended question. Okay. We are all different. Everything starts with a conversation. My response was, I think it's a cultural thing. So far, look at the difference between you, I'll have to cross out her name, and another American woman's answer versus the two women that aren't from America. All right? Still haven't received a response to that. And then the next person, who was actually the ex-girlfriend of my best friend, he's been on the channel before. She says, yes, to an extent. You have to know how to talk to women. And I think it's kind of universal, but hey, let us know when you get your foreign wife how you went about it. Which, let's be honest, that was her being sarcastic and trying to take a dig at me. I don't give a fuck. My response was, I said no need. To all the American women on here so far pretty much said yes, and the foreign women said no. All right? So far, you only hear the American women in this post are saying yes. All right? Now, I'm going to show y'all. This is crazy. Now, check this out. Now, the last chick says a hard no. A hard no. This is the woman that I was kicking it with in Barakai, who went to Barakai for her birthday, man. So if you want to know who that is, go to my travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description and pinned in the comments. You will see that I was kicking it with her for her birthday in Barakai. It was my very last night in Barakai, right? Her response was a hard no. What does that tell you, guys? What does that tell you? In conclusion, I just want to finish off by saying that I don't think it's necessary once you leave the United States. I really genuinely believe that the term game is just a cultural thing, all right, you guys? As long as you're confident and respectable, you don't need to tell women what they want to hear overseas in order to get women. That's basically what I'm trying to tell you guys, and trying to show people the difference that want to sit over here and say, oh, those guys got game. Telling women what they want to hear ain't nothing special about that, bro. Because you can tell a woman what they want to hear all you want, and at the end of the day, she's still the one that got to choose. You can have all the persuasion in the world, just like you walking down the street out here, and these people are trying to stop you and get you to buy something. You know what I mean? It's 10 people on 10 different stores on each side trying to get you to come to their store, all selling the same shit. It's up to you where you want to go and who you choose. And the same thing apply to these women. So as far as having game goes, everybody gonna have a different opinion on this, and I get it. But at the end of the day, I think if you don't have any kind of confidence, having game ain't gonna matter at the end of the day. Because you can have all the confidence in the world and be straightforward and respectable, and I think you would get very similar outcomes versus just telling a woman what she wants to hear for the sake of it. All right, y'all, let me know what y'all thought about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hitting that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm, helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description and pinned in the comments. Also, look out for the merch. Finally got that out as well. And the latest mixtape, Monk Mode Deactivated. All the links are in the description as well. So until the next video, you guys, deuces.